What's up, everybody? It's Buie. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button as I upload videos on a weekly basis covering the hottest topics in sports, especially if it is OU related. This is Ballin' with Buie. Today I want to break down some news that struck several days ago, but I've been drowning in NCAA college basketball tournament coverage, so I haven't had a chance to get to it. But since there's a little bit of break, I'm going to jump right into it. Brendan Radley-Hiles transferring is big news for the University of Oklahoma just because of his name. And then Sherri Coale retired. So let's start with Brendan Radley-Hiles. He decided to transfer to the University of Washington, join the Pac-12, leaving the Big 12 to join the Pac-12. As we know, he was one of the top cornerback recruits in his class, in the 2018 class, coming out of California. He had 32 starts for the University of Oklahoma, 115 total tackles, and 3 interceptions, and I believe 1 touchdown. He's going to Washington with 2 years of eligibility left. I will say that congrats, because he did get his degree before he left. He got a Bachelor of Arts. So shout out to Bookie for doing that. That's always an accomplishment no matter what. But from the football aspect, Washington is a very good team in the secondary. They spit out good corners in the NFL. And I don't know if it's going to be a good fit for Brendan Radley-Hiles. We shall see. But just speaking from Washington's aspect, Washington, they lock teams down in the secondary, and the big question will be, can Bookie provide that ability? Can he continue that trend for Washington? They have only allowed 30 passing touchdowns since 2018. That is fewest in the FBS. 30 passing touchdowns since 2018. Now, I know they had a shortened season, so you have to take that into consideration. But still, that still is a very good number regardless. They led the Pac-12 in passing defense and opponents' yards per pass attempt in a short season last season. So you have to also take that into account once again. But they still led both of those statistics, even with the few games that they had. Something that Lincoln Riley said when Bookie was kind of getting slandered during the season last year was, OU will be a worse program when Bookie Radley-Hiles is gone, or Brendan Radley-Hiles is gone. So my question is, did OU get worse, like Lincoln said? And my answer to you is hell no. Bookie did not contribute much to the University of Oklahoma on the field. Now, I can't speak to the locker room. I can't speak to how good a teammate he was, because those are things that we do not see. That is things that only his teammates and coaches see. And from what his teammates and coaches say, he is a very good teammate. He is a very good leader. So I can't take that away from him. I have to take their word for it, because if that's what they're saying, then I gotta believe it. I don't have reason to not believe it. So from that aspect, maybe OU got worse. Maybe his leadership will be missed in the locker room. Maybe his leadership will be missed on the practice field. But there is zero leadership from Bookie on the football field on game days. Only thing we get from Bookie is late hits, holding, pass interference, unnecessary conduct. Like, he doesn't provide much good. He doesn't even provide like a little spark. Like, sometimes there's those players who aren't that good, but they'll make that one play every game, those 2 plays every game that just uplift your team. And he's not that guy either. So I do not think that the University of Oklahoma is worse with Brendan Radley-Hiles gone. I am glad to see him leave. Now I hope he succeeds at the University of Washington. I hope those Washington coaches are able to do something that make him an NFL draft pick. But to answer the question, no, OU did not get worse as a program. Now, moving on to Sherri Coale. Sherri Coale decided to retire at the end of this year after 25 seasons at the University of Oklahoma. She put up a 512. She put up a record of 512 wins, 293 losses, which she has the most wins in OU women's basketball history. She will be inducted into the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame this summer. Not sure exactly when, but she will be inducted. She led OU to 3 Final Fours, and 6 Big 12 regular season titles, 4 conference tournament titles. She produced 6 Big 12 Player of the Years, 14 WNBA draft picks, and 6 of those came in the first round. Without a doubt, Sherri Coale is a historic figure for not only women's OU basketball, but for the University of Oklahoma overall. She is beloved by the community, by Norman, even by the NCAA college basketball. She is a historic figure. So she will be missed. I'm sad to see her go just because I love Sherri Coale. Who doesn't love Sherri Coale? But I will say it was time for her to go. And I am glad that she decided to leave and retire instead of waiting to get fired, because I do think that time might have been coming. I don't think she would have got fired this year, but a couple more seasons like she produced recently, and it would have came. So I'm glad that she got to leave on her own terms. Like I said, the last 4 years have not been good whatsoever. In 2017, 16 and 15. In 2018, 8 and 22. In 2019, 12 and 18. And then this year, 12 and 12. And those are not Sherri Coale teams. I mean, Sherri Coale does not produce teams that only get those amount of wins. So, like I said, I'm glad she was able to leave on her own terms. The one thing that Sherri Coale did not accomplish was winning an NCAA title. And I wish that she would have, because that, like I said, that's the one thing that she is missing. And she should have won the title in 2009. I think that was her best chance. That was one of the years she went to the Final Four. She went to the Final Four. 2 of the years that she went to the Final Four was 2009 and 2010. But I think that 2019 was her best team. Just a few of the players that she had. She had Paris twins, which Courtney Paris was the better of the two. Courtney Paris was a dominant player down low. She was a rebounding machine. I think she still holds the record for most rebounds in Division I basketball history. Not 100% on that. I haven't checked into it, but I know she did hold the record, and I doubt anyone has broken it because there hasn't been a dominant player like her in that aspect. And then Danielle Robinson at the guard position. She was a great guard. She could handle the ball like no other. She could shoot like no other. And I don't know how OU managed to lose in the Final Four in 2009, but we did. So Sherri Coale wasn't able to accomplish a national championship. But Sherri Coale still had a tremendous career. She was a great coach, great person, etc., etc. I could go on and on. But I don't know who they're going to replace her with. Potentially someone on the staff. I don't know if it's going to be like a scapegoat type thing. You hire someone for a year or two just to kind of get a fill out, kind of recover a little bit, and then make a big hire. I'm not sure. I don't know who they're going to bring in. So we just have to wait and see. Just like the rest of us, I'll be waiting. Catch y'all later. Deuces.